sure that you go ahead and check out the Beeline Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for, everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go! We are STR.
Power Fusion Core, whatever the hell they call it, Fallout 3.
Yeah, credit. We need to give them credit. She is finally becoming a better wrestler, and people are not giving her that. She's had some phenomenal matches.
Yeah, let's go.
Because, like, seriously,
Should have got Jade's wig. That probably would have helped her.
don't do that.
Yeah, at least you would have had.
Booker probably should have gone over that year, and Booker should have had a WrestleMania moment.
I was trying to give a trick question, but I said two, but it was two winners, and it was Maven and Nydia. That's far there, Beck.
But you know what? You can't trust Beckford. Okay.
Beckford. It's time for Straight to the Ropes Wrestle Talk, baby. Ring that bell. Ring it, keep it ringing. Check it out, guys. What up? It's Wednesday night. That's right. You here with me, and we talking that W. Yo, we talking a little bit more than WWE. It's gonna be a lot of WWE, baby. But yo, check it out, guys. This is Straight Through the Rope Wrestle Talk. I'm your host, Brian B, in the building. And yo, we got some stuff to talk about. Every Wednesday night, we talk wrestling. That's right. We are the STR Nation. If you don't know, join us every 9 o'clock. If you can try, go ahead and head on over to YouTube. Make sure that you like, make sure that you share, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, you got to get all that out the way. And then hit that bell button for the notifications. That'll let you know and remind you that we're coming on Wednesdays. But we don't just host this show. We host a show yesterday. It's called the Beeline Web Show. We do that Tuesday nights. We talk a whole bunch of stuff. We have people come on. We talk with strangers. You know, we were always told not to do that, but we do it over there. And then we, that's on at 9 o'clock as well. And then, of course, on Thursday, we ended off with the Beeline Entertainment, baby. That's where we talk everything entertainment, from movies to TV to music to games. A lot of good conversation over there. We have a top 5 list. We have a watch list, and we have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. If you want to see that stuff going on, you can always go to the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. That's where you can find all the shows. We can watch every single one from 1 all the way to now. And you can also see the different services we offer. We have different merch. We have different editing services and promotion and sponsorship opportunities. Got a lot of stuff going on, bro. Gotta run a business. Hey, guys, listen, man. Going to be talking about some stuff that's going on in wrestling. We've had a lot of transitions. It is January, the beginning of the year. This is the second show that we're having of the year. And, of course, man, we getting into WrestleMania season. This is usually the biggest, most popular, the most explosive season that wrestling has, because WrestleMania is basically the Super Bowl of wrestling. So it should be a lot popping off. We should all be excited to turn our TVs on and watch any wrestling, whether it's TNA, whether it's NXT. I don't know, man. Temp check the room, yo. How y'all feeling? Because I don't know. Don't tell nobody, but I'm still kind of bored. I'm still kind of bored, yo. I'm not trying to hate. I'm not trying to come on here every time and be a hater. I'm just still kind of bored, man. I mean, I've been keeping up with wrestling. You know, I've been watching it. I didn't watch Raw this week. They're in Germany. You want to know another big thing that I've been kind of getting tired of when it comes to wrestling, yo? I'm tired of this shit. Even I know they got to travel, right? With WWE at least. I'm tired of fucking having to watch wrestling at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and, oh, shit, I forgot. It doesn't come on. Nah, bro, put that shit on. At this point, I don't even care if it's live anymore. The only thing that's difficult now is because as soon as it comes on, you got people who are able to watch it, however the fuck they're watching it, and then they go ahead and post everything about it. So it's like, with SmackDown and Raw, it was pretty big events on SmackDown, and I was actually looking forward to watching it. And down here in the US, it still came on at regular time, so you still had the opportunity to kind of see what happens. But yo, listen, I work on social media, so it's like there's no way for me to like evade it. And I knew everything that happened as soon as it was happening, bro, like play by play action. So that's just getting kind of lame, like, with just different time periods, because they're in Germany, they're in Mexico, wherever, fucking Puerto Rico, they're all over the place. So it's difficult to try to keep up, bro. I'd be forgetting. Oh, Raw SmackDown's supposed to come on 2:00 today. I'm like, really? Okay, fuck, whatever. Go home. But yo, listen, we may be talking about that a lot more if of course, with all this Saudi Arabia talk, man. One of the things we're gonna be doing on tonight's show is we're gonna be having a lot of hot takes. I'm going to give you guys a lot of hot takes. Feel free to join in the comments, as well as, if any of the SDR Nation joins in, they're going to give their opinions as well today. But, hey, what's going on, chat? That's insane. T7S. That's a good ass screen name there. And then we got you subbed. I appreciate that sub, brother. If you watch wrestling, tell me your favorite wrestler and tell me what you liking about WWE or AEW, or which product you watching the most right now. Y'all can all join in the chat. We do look for 10 subs every time we get on the screen. But listen, man, so we're gonna be doing some hot takes tonight. If you guys know, like, what's one of the things we known for on the wrestling show, we do wrestling hot takes, baby, and we're gonna get into it because there's definitely a lot of hot takes that we want to kind of cover tonight. And the first one I just kind of slowly introduced is going to be, of course, WWE. It's a good chance that we may be up in Saudi Arabia, man, for good, bro. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of discussion especially with, of course, one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time, my personal favorite pay-per-view. The Royal Rumble is going to be in Saudi Arabia. They're building the stadium now. They got pictures now of like the arena getting accomplished and stuff like that. What's going on, Kristen Jasper? How you doing? Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Hola. Okay, Spanish fam. But yo, definitely make sure you check out the sub and listen to what we're talking about tonight and join in the comments or whatever we're talking about. But yo, listen. Oh, he's doing it all. He's doing the most. But Saudi Arabia owning WWE, man. How y'all feeling about that? Because it's interesting. Like, one of the things that happened, and I don't know if we've had this conversation before, but I know we've been kind of talking about it. When WWE got sold and Vince McMahon and all his bullshit came out and all this other stuff, whatever, the one thing that released was the grip that he had on that product, bro. Like, Vince McMahon, that was his baby. Like, whatever happened, that was his baby. Like, he kept that shit how he wanted to do it. He did it, and that's just what it was. But now that TKO owns the company and it's basically purchased by a business. It's not purchased by an individual anymore, or a family. Now it's basically up to the highest bidder, bro. There's not as much love. And I know we talk about this shit a lot, but it's an interesting point, bro, because one of the reasons I think personally, and you can say whatever you want to say about Vince McMahon as a person, but one of the reasons why I think it survived as long as it did was because he actually cared about the product. He actually cared. He was invested. He didn't let even business opportunities kind of jeopardize his creation. And yeah, he still did some underhanded, behind the scenes shit, obviously. But at the end of the day, he still tried to keep, like, in front of what we were seeing. He tried to keep it as real as he could. Like, we might have disagreed with the booking, we might have disagreed with this, but yo, he was trying to protect the company. And now that Saudi Arabia is involved and TKO is involved and all of these higher powers with the higher dollars, listen, man, it's very well that the product that we're so used to watching can become very different in these next couple years, man, because it doesn't seem like there's a tight grasp on this shit anymore. And I don't know if that's one of the reasons why it's kind of, falling to the wayside a little bit. Like, WWE especially, it's kind of just on. It's kind of just on. It's kind of just, it's kind of just running through the motions. Like, it's not like there's that deep investment. Even when Vince was fucking shit up, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when it was like they were coming on, the wrestlers themselves were coming on talking about, oh, man, we walking into Raw and we got everything we rehearsed all week, and then they fucking change it on us in 5 minutes. Like, even with that sucks, right? That sucks ass. Like, I can imagine going through that. But at the same time, it shows that there's still investment. Nah, fuck this shit, man. We're done. We're gonna do something else. We're gonna try this. There's still investment. Like, you're still sitting there, however you're doing it wrong or right, you're invested. But now, these people are literally just, hey, put this commercial on, slap this fucking product in the middle of the ring, and make sure we get the bucks for it. And that's what it seems like it's about. That seems like that's the real thing. Oh, who's fighting who? We gotta go get the Rock and Stone Cold, but they're 70. Oh, fuck it. Put the wheelchair in. Listen, it's like, it's fucking crazy, yo. We don't really have a lot of there's not a lot of wiggle room with this shit anymore. And in an era where WWE is not the only product anymore, you still have a bunch of other wrestling promotions, whether it be AEW, you still got TNA, you got NXT, and even that's kind of branched off from WWE. It's still a little different. But it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like the biggest shit that we're used to watching is now becoming corrupted, and potentially, it might be on the market, man. They may be trying to say, listen, what's that bid? Oh, yeah, you want to pay us out? You want to buy us out from all the bullshit we got, with TKO or whatever? All right, fuck it. And then who knows what Saudi Arabia will do, or what transitions they'll make, or what rules they'll make to change. And then we'll all be bitching out Triple H, and they'll be like, hey, listen, we want all the wrestling women to dress, they never show their arms or some shit. And I'm like, oh, man, fuck. Immediately, I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. Like, but I mean, I personally, I don't want to see it, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like a hater. I don't like the overseas shit. I know a lot of people, I know they gotta go, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. It seemed like it used to be before. It was more like those were the house shows. Like, those were the shows that they go on tour or whatever, and they go and do a circuit, like a circuit. But now it's like they're just randomly going all the time, bro. It's Raw, SmackDown, they're here, they're there, they're doing this, they're that. And it's just like, damn, bro, like every 5 minutes, you don't know. There's no like stability with how you can watch WWE, man. And it's frustrating. It's one of the frustrating things that we're dealing with them, yo. It sucks ass. But I personally don't want it in Saudi Arabia. I don't care how good the crowds are. I'm just not fucking into it, yo. I want WWE to be back on home turf. So it's close by, so we can still afford tickets, so we can, go to a Royal Rumble someday. You never go into that shit if every wrestler, you think you bitching now because the tickets are crazy and you got to go to Vegas. Nah, bro, you never going to see WrestleMania ever again if it's everyone is in fucking Saudi Arabia for the rest of time. I don't know, but it's definitely something that, I've been, just thinking about. It's something that's been going on. But let's go ahead and hit a little closer to home. Yo, check this shit out right here, y'all. I thought this was really funny when I saw this today. So apparently, AI and shit is crazy, bro. Like, you don't even really know what you're looking at anymore. And I saw this picture right here. And this guy is like basically the ultimate fighter, wrestler, warrior, golden club player or whatever. I saw this, and the guy literally sat there and had like every feature of all the greats on it. You can see a little bit of the Rocks in there. You can see some Roman Reigns, some John Cena. Got CM Punk's trunks on, Cody Rhodes' hair, Brock Lesnar's face, and then you got Triple H's beard. It's like, damn, they over there made a super fighter and shit. But it's funny because I like the things that they're doing with AI and stuff like that. With wrestling a little bit, like I like some of the stuff or whatever. I like, seeing like, some of the matches that maybe you wouldn't get to see. Like, I think that's pretty awesome. Like, you can actually have these kind of, whatever, Andre the Giant versus the Big Show or versus Omos and shit. Like, you can't, not just in 2K, but you can actually see it. Like, if you put it into your AI generator. And seeing stuff like this, like, oh man, Stone Cold, make a Stone Cold, Undertaker, The Rock, all your faves, Kane character, and have him fight, the WCW NWO character. That shit is pretty cool, man. I wanted to talk because I know they just did their gave out the information for 2K, and 2K is coming back out. And here we go. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, bro, but I haven't been rocking with WWE 2K in a while like I used to, man. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. Sometimes I'll be questioning myself like, damn, am I like not a wrestling fan anymore? I don't know, because it's like I still love wrestling. Like when I'm watching it and it's good, I love watching good matches. I love watching old school shit. But it's just like when I'm watching stuff now or I'm trying to get involved, I'll be involved for a minute and then I just start getting bored, yo. I start getting bored. And with 2K, the last game that they had, it was good. It had a lot of older wrestlers in it. It had a lot of stuff. I think where the WWE 2K game started to fail was where they just kind of it's too set up. Like it's not enough room for you to kind of just have fun, in my opinion. I missed the detailed story modes. Like, they got the universe mode, but it's just like it's still too random. Like I miss like going in the back and you just walking and somebody attacks you and you're like, oh shit, who did that? Like they don't really got that now. They do weird shit where it's like, at WrestleMania, the main event is Doink the Clown and Vince McMahon, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like y'all got all this AI, but you can't make realistic damn matches or whatever. So one of the things that I noticed with AI is, listen, with 2K, I would be a giant fan if they started maybe having a game, even if it's a separate game, have a separate game that's more basic and generic, even maybe bringing it back a little bit, bring back like some of the pixelated characters. They're doing it with like, the Ninja Turtles game. They just put out a Terminator 2 kind of like side scrolling action game, and it's phenomenal, bro. And it's still detailed, it's still got good graphics, but it's not like, oh, they look the most realistic and they're sweating. I don't give a fuck about it. I just want to have fun, yo. I had one of the things I started doing was you can get these emulators, you buy emulators, and then you get like the old games and stuff that you used to play. And back in the day, we had the WWF games, and you had whether it was Warzone for PlayStation, you had Attitude, you had SmackDowns, and you had all these different games or whatever. And one of the ones that I started playing again was Warzone. And WWF Warzone was really basic, bro. It was super basic. Had like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Stone Cold, Farouk, The Rock, like all the old school guys. And when I tell you, I was just playing it, I think it was more than nostalgia. The guys would still fucking go back, and then make the sound effects and then talk shit. The crowd would talk shit. And of course, the commentary team was like Vince McMahon and JR. So they would talk shit, but it was like, it was fun. It was fun. Even like having to do up, down, left, right, box, square, all that stuff. It was just more. I was having so much. I played that shit for like 3 hours the other day, yo, just enjoying it. And then I go to play like 2K, and it's just like, I don't know if it's just like so much to do. Like you just get bored. Like I haven't done the damn Roman Reigns island shit. I haven't done that. I haven't done the damn story where you're driving a fucking whatever, a bug exterminator truck or whatever. I haven't done none of that bullshit. I had that game for like a fucking year. I haven't done it. I always buy the giant game, the $115, $20 or whatever to get everything, because I just want to have it, but it's just like, I always get to this point now where 2K is about to come out again, and I'm like, damn, I haven't even fucking played the last one. So I don't know, bro. I kind of feel like I'd rather just have me a game that's just kind of more focused on just fun, bro. Have a million wrestlers in that motherfucker. Like all the old school guys have a lot of the music and stuff like that, and just let us vibe out and just have fun. Have just crazy hardcore matches. A lot of people shitting on that AEW whatever, the Forever game that they came out with. But one thing I liked about it was just fun. It was stupid. The guy was skateboarding and you beat the shit out of people with it. I like stuff like that, bro. Give me like, you can slam on the mat and it blows up or something. I want some goofy shit. Like I want to have fun with stuff. I don't need to always feel like it's not a football game. It's not a basketball game. There's some things that I would just like to kind of just get back to just, man, I'm enjoying this. I'm just having fun or whatever. And I feel like, yeah, 2K, maybe they need to, step aside, bro. The ones who used to make the games in the past was T8, whatever, THQ and Jax specific and all that. I miss that shit, bro. But that's my opinion. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, because at the same time, I know a lot of people, I think a lot of people buy it because it's the only thing available. If you're a wrestling fan, it's just available. One of the best things about the wrestling games now is the creation squad. Like, you can go on there, and even if before you even start playing, like, you go right to the creation suite until it starts fucking up on you. That's another thing. Like, there's so much stuff in there that it constantly will lag or shut down on you or whatever. I remember one of the stupidest things is I created my guy. I had an awesome guy. I was trying to run him through the story, and then I was trying to upgrade his entrances and stuff. And then every time I try to do an entrance, the game would shut off and it would crash or whatever. And then, oh, do you want to report this? I'm like, yeah. So you report it 7,000 times and it's still doing it. And bro, that shit just takes like the wind out of your sails, man. I don't want to play this shit no more. Like, I'm gonna put my heart on. You know how long it takes to create that shit. I ain't gonna sit there and just waste my time and then not be able to enjoy it. So I fuck all the graphics, bro. Give me a fun game I can just rock with for a couple of hours, man, so I can enjoy it. But yeah, man, that's my hot take on it. Like, tell me what y'all think if you still would like to just have all that other stuff or whatever. But all right, guys, let's get into some stuff that's happened this week, because yeah, it's been a lot of stuff going on recently with WWE. If you saw, like I said, on SmackDown, it was a pretty big night. You did have belts change hands. You had of course, Julia beat Chelsea Green. And I think we talked about that one. I think that was on this SmackDown. I can't remember. But the big one was Drew McIntyre. Yo, this guy, he's been, we've been talking about him for a while. I know before this match happened, I was really saying it hardcore, like, there's no way this guy can lose a damn title again. There's no way, bro, because every single time he's going for a title, he's losing. And Drew McIntyre, at the end of the day, he's a legit heel, man. He's one of the only legit heels that they really have that's pretty established right now. The other heels that they have are kind of just, they're bad guys, you know what I'm saying, to a degree, but it's like nobody's really a threat. Nobody's really, besides like Gunther. But nobody's really, even Gunther, he's still just kind of like, Gunther is just like his own individual. He doesn't really fit in with any category. He's just like his own thing. And I don't know if that's good or bad. That's what's weird about it. It's like, it's just kind of one of those things that's still kind of up in the air with him. But with Drew McIntyre, it's like Drew's been proving himself for a while, man. The whole CM Punk shit, everything that happened with with Roman Reigns and them and everything, like going through all that, like he stayed to story. He stayed dedicated to story. And his heel work is phenomenal. He'll make you hate him. He'll make the whole crowd like hate him. And he's good as a heel. But with his win, it came on some sly shit because, of course, you saw Jacob Fatu return. And it seems like they're going in some kind of direction. They're kind of building some kind of story. Now, I don't know if they're going to try to say that Cody Rhodes is the person that took Jacob Fatu out, and then it leads to something between Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes or something like that. Immediately, I thought this was going to transition to them, the three of them, having some kind of match at Royal Rumble. I mean, that was the first thought that I had in my head. But it seems like, Cody, I don't want fucking Cody Rhodes to be in the Royal Rumble, bro. I mean, I just don't want it. I think they can save a slot. He won 2 back-to-back. Like, I mean, if he's got to be there, I guess it is what it is. But you got to get that motherfucker out of there. And now just seeing him, and unless they're going to try to start building up to some shit with him and Randy Orton going into Mania, it's so much going on right now that has like no direction that it's kind of hard to see where any kind of story will go. The shitty part about it is it's also kind of hard to get invested because a lot of times now with WWE, man, they're literally just waiting too long and they're teasing the shit out of stuff that never happens. So it's just like, I can't get invested in anything. I'm not interested in what the fuck you're doing. Like, even with Drew having the title now, okay, so you made it clear that he's not going to get any kind of like, his first feuds aren't going to be any kind of like rematches. So now we got these tournaments, and tournaments are so easy because it's like, it keeps you from having to make a storyline. So now that you got a tournament or whatever, it's like, there's nobody that's just stepping up like, hey, listen, I'm coming for that fucking title. No, they're going to go through the little brigade. It's not. So by the time it gets to the person who wins, okay, are you really mad? Do you really want, or are you did you just win? Oh, yeah, well, I made it to the top. I beat all the Mortal Kombat. Now I got to fight Shao Kahn. Bruh, it's not as fucking fun. Like, can we just get some kind of legit storytelling? And with the whole Jacob Fatu thing, if he comes back and they put him back in that same bullshit situation that he was at before he left, I don't want to see it. I don't give a fuck who he's fighting. If he's fighting a heel turning Cody Rhodes, or even worse, a stay in the same Cody Rhodes, like what are we really waiting for, bro? And I mean, I was happy to see Drew win. I mean, I think he deserves it for sure. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with it because Drew is not a draw, yo. And here's another hot take while we're on this, bro. And this may be something that people disagree with as well. I guess that's why it's a hot take. But shit, I got it here. Do I got it here? Is it here? No, not that one. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Most great workers aren't draws. That's what sucks. That's what sucks, yo. What is a draw, right? So a draw is somebody who's going to put asses in seats. You hear all the old school guys saying it. Like when you work, you have to be invested in what you're doing. You have to create what you're doing. You got to build your character. You got to build your heat. You got to build your fucking connection with the crowd, whether it's so they can boo you or they can cheer you. And it's just like with these guys now, it's just like they read their script and they go in the fucking back room. And yeah, you could tear up a picture and light it on fire or whatever, but it's just like, I don't know, man. Drew McIntyre does have it a little bit. Logan Paul has it. Logan Paul definitely has it. He kind of has it because he comes from an area of that. Like people already kind of hate on him, his arrogance and his cockiness. So people kind of hate on him already. But at the end of the day, it's like there's not a lot of people that are really making this shit investing. Like you're not. Cody Rhodes, he was the typical baby face. That's why his shit was boring. Like nobody got invested. You're lying to yourself if you think you were invested in Cody Rhodes' character as he held that title, man. He lost it to the bullshit John Cena gimmick bullshit, and then he won it back. But he never changed. He's been the same thing the whole time. Hasn't done anything fucking different, really, bro. How many teases have we got? All the way back from the Kevin Owens matches where he was, he used the chair. So fucking what, man? He hasn't done anything. That shit was how long ago? Like almost a year? Bro, he hasn't done anything, man. So it's like now that we're getting to this point where we got Drew McIntyre, everybody wanted to see Drew because people were tired of Cody. So now what are you going to do for Drew? Like he was already a heel. Are you going to try to just listen to the crowd's reaction and just kind of go from there? Or do you have a plan? Like, is Drew McIntyre going to be set up for a situation? I don't see anybody or know anybody who really has a legit history with Drew McIntyre to be an interesting competitor for him. So you're going to do what? Another tournament. It's just like it's a fucking endless cycle, bro. This is the problem when you don't have enough story to tell. You constantly are just doing what's easy. And that's why I said before, like with WWE, it's like shit is just going in the fact of like, hey, listen, do this and just make it work or whatever. Go see if you can find fucking, whoever to bring back to make it fun. But it's a weird ass situation right now, man. And this is Mania season. I know next week's show we're definitely going to be talking about Royal Rumble and everything like that, and trying to gear up for who we think is going to like win the Rumble, and then we're going to get into that. And of course, the Royal Rumble is always fun, man. So we're going to see what happens. I hope that we get a big build. I hope that it starts to build up to something. But even right now, I can't even think of like the people who are invested right now. You got the people who are really good wrestlers, whether it be the Gunthers, whether it be AJ Styles and them, and AJ's on his way out the door, but you can't really name too many people that are specific draws for the company. Like as soon as you see their name, Drew McIntyre's fighting who? Oh shit, I can't wait to see that. I can't name not one person to put in that category. I wouldn't even put Drew McIntyre in that category where I'm like, I can't wait, man. I'm calling out of work because I gotta watch this pay-per-view. It sucks to say this shit, but it's legit honesty. I don't think there's too many people who could really argue with me. I mean, there's definitely probably some fans out there, but they have no star power in what they're doing right now. And I'll give it to you a little bit more. Like, if you really, honestly, if you're truthful with yourself, you look across the board. I don't know if it's just too much wrestling, and that's the reason why nobody really shines as hard as they can. There's really good people, but it may be there's so much wrestling now that it's very hard to stand out. Everybody is doing certain things. Everybody kind of has social media. There's people who are utilizing all aspects to be seen, but then there's also people who are kind of just being seen. And they're good on screen, but as soon as they go away from the screen, okay, they're doing a couple of things here and there, but they have no kind of build. You've seen too much. It's not an investment that I want to make. I don't want to buy your merch. I don't want to do all this other stuff because there's nothing that you're really doing. I don't know, bro. It's a weird ass fucking theory, bro, but there's not a lot of great workers right now, man. Well, let me take that back. I'm sorry. There's not a lot of great character that's being built to tell these stories, man. We talk about this shit all the time. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have to just keep just hoping for the best, man, and hope that we start to get people. Another thing that, you know, in this category, I mean, I don't know if I have it. I don't know if it was something I put up here. I want to make sure before I start talking about it. But you know, a lot of times I was seeing when I was like looking up this information and stuff like that and seeing what I wanted to talk about, you know, a lot of times people were saying like, yo, listen, the package deal is how you make characters. And this isn't just talking about in just WWE. The package deal is how you make characters. The package deal is, yeah, you're working the ring. That's going to be, it doesn't have to specifically be, hey, I'm just the best wrestler. I'm just a great wrestler. You can be a brawler type character. You can be a shitty heel who just like, oh, you bad. No, you remember Ric Flair and all those guys? Oh, don't hit me. You know, you poke him in the eye and just do like shiesty shit the whole match. That's a character. That's somebody who's fun to watch. You know, when they get in the ring, they're going to do weird stuff. They're going to keep you entertained. They're going to do a whole bunch of stupid stuff or whatever. And you're going to be like, oh, man, get him. It's going to make you want to kick his ass more. But it's like you need to have some kind of delivery in the ring. It's got to speak. Like Jim Cornette says, and I ain't trying to, you know, side with him or nothing, but like these guys are saying, like, you have to be able to tell a story. You got to be able to work the leg. You have to be able to sell, man. That's one of the things that I had on here. These guys making selling optional, man. It's fucking crazy, yo. You have to sell. All of this bullshit where you have a finisher. You have to have a finisher. What the fuck happened? Let's go. Let's rant now. Fuck that shit. I'm by myself. All right, I'm ranting, yo. Yo, what happened across wrestling that there's only fucking 7 moves that everybody's using as finishers, yo? Like, why is everybody doing the spear? Why is everybody doing the frog splash? Can somebody explain this shit to me? Like, I know that there has been a lot of, you know, wrestling throughout wrestling. Like, there's been a lot of people who have utilized these moves. But it seems like, yo, I can't even count. Like, how many fucking people have the spear? Like, Braun Breaker definitely legit has the best spear in the game right now. Maybe ever. But at the same time, it's just like, I see Jey Uso do the spear. I see Bobby Lashley do the spear. I see Braun Breaker do the spear. I see Edge do the spear. I see Roman Reigns do the spear. It's like, bruh, how many fucking people are going to do this one move, yo? And then it's just like, you know, I see Javon Evans. His move is basically like, you know, at least one of his moves is basically like, you know, the Cody cutter. And he gets on the ropes and he jumps down and he does this. And that's his finisher. But now Cody does that. It's like I said before, I don't know if it's just like too many people, but it's not enough individualism to try to build a character out of you. So when people see you, they can't wait to see that finisher. Remember when you used to play the game and you used to play your game? And one of the best things you used to love about playing the game, whether it's 2K or the old school shit that you used to play back in the day, you couldn't wait to find out the combination to do your finisher. You know how I know? Because I was looking that shit up. I was Googling it, yo. When I was playing Warzone, I was playing Attitude. And I was like, bro, what is fucking Stone Cold's finisher or whatever? I want to know how to do the Stone Cold Stunner. And when I figured it out, I was hitting them every 5 minutes, up, down, to the, and I loved it. And that was one of the fun things. You know why? Because I love seeing a stunner. I love seeing a sharpshooter. I love being Ric Flair, putting people in a figure 4. You feel me? Like, I love that shit. But it's like when I get to certain characters that I like, and I'm like, okay, I like Jey Uso right now. Fuck it, I'll go get Jey Uso. What's his move? The 2 most generic moves in the whole wrestling shit. You got the splash, the frog splash, whatever you want to call it. And then you have the spear. It's like, damn, bro, like what kind of, you need a move, man. Even with Bayley, like Bayley has, and I love Bayley, yo, but Bayley has one of the worst finishers of all fucking time, yo. Of all time, bro. Hulk Hogan's leg drop is the rock bottom compared to Bayley's finisher. The setup is horrible. It doesn't look effective. It's fucking just, it's corny. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me grab your head and my knee and And it's like, it's not even worth it. Like, what is engaging about that? That's a giant part of this shit, bro. You have to be able to have something that's good. The Riptide, it's basically just a pump handle slam, but the way she does it, the way she delivers it, she sells that shit, and then she folds your ass up for that pin. It's distinctive. You look forward to seeing it. You know it's devastating when she hits it. Then other people, like even with Roxanne, like the Pop Rocks, and I love Livs. Even though Livs is a little bit more like, it's kind of like, within category, like you got to be in the ring, where she hits the Oblivion or whatever, and then it's like, jumping on the ropes and then hitting them with the kind of like the downward spiral. I mean, I like it because it's unique to her, but it's like a lot of people, they're just kind of going with this generic kind of moveset, bro. I love the Tejano Bomb, but that's because I'm a fan of the choke slam, bro. Anybody who got a good choke slam, that's a moveset in my opinion. I love the choke slam. But it's like, that's part of it, bro. So, like we said, in the ring, you got to have that. This is what's building a character. You got to have in-ring ability. You got to have a good-ass finisher. You got to have a good entrance. You need to have an entrance. It doesn't have to be fireworks everywhere. It just has to be unique to you. It's got to stand out. It has to have character. If you're going to be any guy, there's nobody who's going to be somebody who's going to be a showman and be somebody that people be like, man, I can't wait to buy his shirt. I can't wait to play him on the video games. I can't wait to play with his toys. There's nobody who's going to be that way if you're just some basic ass motherfucking person, bro. Like, you need to be able to build character. All that shit goes together. It's a formula. You've been watching this shit for all of these years. Why do you love what you love? You know why? Because of all of this stuff right here. You love that person. Some people love the underdog. Sami Zayn. I'm sorry, yo. I'm not trying to hate on Sami Zayn, bro. Sami Zayn has done a lot of stuff since he's been at WWE. He's done a lot of stuff in wrestling. I was just watching an El Generico match the other day. But at the end of the day, it's just like, yo, this guy keeps coming on, and they keep wanting us to get invested in his underdog bullshit. And at the end of the day, it's boring. He's boring. He's doing the same shit. The shit with him and Gunther was boring. He's doing the same shit. It's just he looks the same. His music's the same. Everything about him is the same. When he jumped in the bloodline and he brought life to that shit, he was different. And people fucking, I was at one point saying Sami Zayn, he can legit go to WrestleMania. He can legit. His character was so fucking big that with the shit he had with Roman, if he went and he did that turn, he said, "Fuck, I'm not doing it no more." He was big enough at that part to take on a main event at WrestleMania. I don't fucking nobody says. He was on some Daniel Bryan shit at that point. He literally went from the underdog to being the successor. Like, we wanted to see him rise. We wanted to see him succeed. But then after that happened and it kind of just faded away, he did that. I think it was at Clash of the Castle or one of those. And it was like he had the match with Roman and it was just like, hey, listen, he lost. Okay, cool. He went to tag team with Sammy, with KO, and then they beat the Usos, and yeah, he found redemption in that way. But as far as just, I'm not hating on Sami Zayn, bro. He's really good in the ring. I like his moveset, but he's just the same thing. It's the same thing over and over again, bro. I respect the guys who actually put on suits and do different stuff, and they put on the glasses, or if they have suits on, then maybe they'll put on the street gear. You know what I'm saying? One wrestler that doesn't get enough credit, because I know especially now because people hate his ass, but Triple H, man. You guys remember Triple H, like back in the day? Triple H always transitioned. And he didn't have a lot to transition, I guess, because if you remember, he came in as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and he was bowing, he was doing this. He came out with a big robe and the fur on it, just like a Ric Flair type thing. And then, he worked that until he started to get into the DX scene. And he had the long pants with the HHH on them and, doing all that stuff, riding with DX or whatever. And then where to go from there? But transition. And he put on the trunks. He had the trunks, and it was the time to play the game. And he came out with China, and he spit the water. Transition. Keep transitioning. Kept investing. You can talk about his work, whatever. He's not good in the ring. What the fuck ever. That motherfucker, he transitioned. He had nicknames. He was the Game, the Cerebral Assassin, the King of Kings. Like, he kept transitioning. Name one other fucking thing Sami Zayn is. I'm just saying, bro. I hear a lot of people talking a lot of shit, but I'm just like, where's the line, yo? It's like, I understand, like, you have these people that maybe you like, and that's why, but it's like, at the end of the day, like, this shit is still a business, bro. You're flash, you're pizzazz, you are an entertainer, your smoke and mirrors are supposed to shine. If you coming out every fucking day in the same red, white, and blue shit that motherfuckers see all the time, you think anybody's really going to stay invested in you? And your whole package gimmick was to come back and just to claim the fame that your dad never could? Get the fuck out of here, man. What are we doing anymore, yo? What are we doing? I'm just saying, yo. So, same thing with Roman right now. Listen, let's hurt some feelings right now, yo. Same thing with Roman right now. Roman with the, coming back every single 5 minutes, to come back for 5 minutes and to do one thing and then leave and then try to come back for 5 minutes and be important. You heard Brandon last week, yo, he wasn't wrong. It's like they constantly keep doing the same shit. Why? In my opinion, it's because, they don't have nothing to do. They're not really invested. They got AI writing their shit. I think, I'm not going to lie. And the only thing that the company wants is to make the money. It's just to make money. Every company wants to make money. But when it's just to make money and you don't care about the product, bro, to me, this is how it looks, bro. You're on the verge of just being overseas. You don't even give a fuck anymore. You don't care about the people who are buying it. You're not trying to profit. You're not doing it for any situation. But shout out to Drew, man, because he finally won the title. And it was a good look for him. I mean, I watched the match. It was nothing to write home about. It was, 3 stages of hell. It was okay. I was already tired of seeing these guys fucking work together. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just some regular shit, man. It's just regular. But other stuff that you saw this week or whatever was, one thing that I do like, that I am liking, to say something that I do like, is I like these podcasts, man. I really am enjoying these podcasts with these wrestlers. Recently you saw Liv Morgan. She was on with Stephanie McMahon, and she was talking about her life and like the way that things changed and stuff like that for her as a wrestler and different transitions she's made. And man, bro, shout out to Liv Morgan, man. I give her props every time I see her on screen. She's one of the best workers in the game right now, in my opinion. She stays creative. She stays she's definitely a workhorse. She's had multiple stints of injury, and she comes out and then she comes back and she's right back on top. And she's killing it, bro. Beautiful, fucking beautiful. Comes in, she's not afraid to be sexy. Like, that's another giant thing that I'm tired of. Like, you can't, a lot of times, especially in WWE, and I get it because they're the way that they're marketed and stuff like that. You can't be as open as you used to be. You can't be as raunchy as you used to be. But man, listen, bro, sex sells, man. And when you look good and you flaunting it a little bit, that shit is attractive. It's fun to watch. It's good to look at. Shit, I know when she has a match, I'm watching. The gear's looking good. Rhea too, all of them. But it's like, I really have been enjoying listening to their personal stories, coming in. That's another way, like I was saying, another way that you can use social media to kind of get people more invested in you, just learning a little bit more where you're from, learning more about your background, wrestlers used to do it with books back in the day. If you remember, I read The Rock's book, I remember Mankind's book, and you should learn more about them. Like, oh man, this is where they come from, this is what they did, this is what they're doing. They didn't have the internet like that. But she was talking about all the stuff she did. She was talking about how she was happy that she was able to buy a house for her mom and kind of take care of her life, and this is all she wanted to do. I watched the she was also talking about when she got locked up and everything that time. I watched that whole thing. It was crazy because the cops didn't really know. They didn't know it was a wrestler or stuff until they start seeing her wrestling gear and her ID and everything like that. And they saw her boots and shit in the bag. And like she said, they were reading her diary and stuff like that. And then she was talking about it in the diary. And then after that, you saw they were just kissing her ass a little bit, oh, it's Liv Morgan right here. But saying all that just to say, it just shows a unique side of the celebrity that you don't get to see often. And I've been enjoying it. Chris Van Vliet, I'm sorry, I hope I'm saying his name right. He's been doing amazing, man. This guy got some kind of deal. I don't know what he is because I don't think he's a part of WWE, but the wrestler has been going to him, and he's got a show where he's able to talk with these guys. He asks really good questions. And I liked The Miz. The Miz was just on with him, and he was given a great just from start to finish of his career, man. He was talking about when he left the challenge and all that stuff, whatever, on MTV. He was talking about all the stuff that happened with Chris Benoit. I'm gonna say his name. I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. It was Chris Benoit who kicked him out of the locker room when he first came because he was eating a piece of chicken. And one of the things that I liked about that conversation, if you didn't see it, was he was basically saying, like, and I fully believe it, like, he was the new guy. And they were trying to make it seem like, oh man, these guys eating chicken and they got all in my bag. And I understand, like he probably didn't even look at the bag. It was just he saw his bag around the new guy, and he made a big ass deal. And that's what he could do. He was somebody who was, big in the locker room. And they kicked him out. Now, I never knew, this is one of the things that's interesting, I never knew how long he got kicked out for. I did hear some of the stories or whatever that they used to talk about when they say, like, he being, like, changing in, like, bathrooms and stuff like that. And, like, fans would go in there and, like, be in there while he was changing and stuff like that or whatever. But it's just so crazy hearing it come from him. And that's a wild ride, man, when you consider just where from that point, that beginning point when he was over there reading stuff off his hands, introducing, like, the swimsuit, competition girls or whatever back in like 2005 or 4 or whatever it was. Bro, it's crazy to know that he came all the way, from there to have the career and the legacy that he did now. The Miz is a legend. Miz is a legend, bro. He's a phenomenal worker, one of the greatest to ever do it. And I don't want to hear no arguments about that shit. Like, he's legit a star, man. Probably one of the biggest stars that is in WWE right now. Right now. Hands down. Hands fucking down, bro. So it's like I just enjoy like these, like, these moments where you're getting to learn these guys a little bit better. One of the first ones that I started to see, outside of WWE, like Stone Cold has his podcast, the Undertaker has his. There's a bunch of guys who, like, do the shows and stuff like that. A bunch of the women too. But I love to see when Joe Rogan had Jake the Snake on, and he had Diamond Dallas Page on, and you were getting to hear like these sides of these guys that you never heard before. Back in the day, you heard like China, she was on like with Howard Stern, and even Stephanie McMahon and them were on with Howard Stern, and she was saying some raunchy shit or whatever back in the day. But it's just interested to kind of get to know a different side of them and stuff like that. But big shout out to Liv Morgan, man. She was talking about her dad and like just like her upbringing. Another one that I saw, she was on with one of them comedian guys. I don't know his name, but she was on with him, and he was asking the questions that, let me tell you something I want to ask. Like, it's certain things that you want to take advantage of to like know about in the ring, and one of the questions that he asked was like, I know it's weird, but it's like I would ask the shit like, yo, when you're taking these moves and stuff like that, like, do you fart or like have to go to the bathroom and stuff like that? And he was asking, and she was like, yeah, stuff happens sometimes and people do it or whatever. She said she didn't do it, but she said the people do it. And I don't know, why is that interesting? Maybe I'm just weird. But it's like, it's one of those things, like I always think about shit like that, like even with Michael Cole and like the announcers and stuff like that, like, those guys sit there for that entire period, that entire show, and they sit there. And then do they ever go to the bathroom? Like, do they ever got to do this or whatever? The ring announcers, that's what they do. You come out, you're in the ring. I mean, the matches themselves, it's only like a 10-minute match, but when you think it's just people just diving on you, falling on your bladder, and slamming you back right against the ground or whatever. I'm saying, like, so many people must like release, something, bro. So many people must piss on themselves. Like, I don't know how wrestlers don't wear diapers, bro. Because you have to. I mean, I've heard stories where Stone Cold said, Yokozuna made him shit himself, and he had to do the match with shit in him. That's fucking crazy. But it's also interesting. It's also something interesting or whatever, but it's just a different side of it or whatever. So, but real big shout out to Liv Morgan, man. She's been somebody who's been a lot of fun to watch. She definitely has that star quality. Of course, like Rhea Ripley, the women in general, bro. Another thing that's been happening lately with like, all of this wrestling, all of these promotions, man. Recently, like, you get these guys where they transition, and back in the day, it used to be like, sometimes they still do it. They got this whole, like, I saw something online where it was like the wrestling, interference starter kit. They got a hood on, you just can't see the eyes, and a black hoodie and all that shit, and they're just like hidden. Who is that? They used to do that sometimes, but like that seems like that's all they do kind of now when they do that. It's just that one little thing. Like, okay, he's a surprise, so let's just put him in this. But it's weird because now, you see these guys, especially the callers from NXT, and it's not a surprise anymore. Now they're just floating around the back having some goofy ass conversation. Yeah, well, I'm really happy to be here. Like, who cares, bro? Like, that's how we're getting introduced to these guys that we should just see. Like should just see their music pop up and just, hey, listen, let them cut a promo in the ring. Why are you not letting us discover their dynamic? Like, let us figure out what we like about them. We don't have to see them in the back room talking to Nick Aldis. Oh, I'm John, and then talking to Jade Cargill. Like, why is fucking Jordan Grace in the back cutting a goofy promo about, oh, this is SmackDown, huh? Really nice. Like, bro, let her go out and fucking earn her spot. If you guys don't know me, you gonna know me. I'm the Juggernaut, blah, 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 this and that. Then let somebody come out and then let something happen. Make it interesting. Why the fuck do we have these? That's what I mean by when I say shit like, I feel like AI is writing shit, yo. I feel like there's not a lot of detail or character. Everything is so basic and boring. It's just unrealistic to this fucking point, yo. It's like not enough people have, either they're not working themselves, or they're just not being listened to, or this motherfuckers is just getting a check, and that's just what it is. And I can't imagine that, but at the same time, I'm not in no locker room. I don't know shit. But I feel like there's certain people that, like, are going to, like Bailey was saying, she was one of them. She's like, yo, listen, they just give me stuff and I do it. I should knock on the door more. People break that fucking door. Nah, I ain't doing this shit. I want this, blah, 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 this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I guess there's not as many people really doing that. So I don't know, bro. We're going to see. But yo, listen, I got on tonight because, I'm definitely going to stay. I talk wrestling. I chose to have a wrestling show. So there's always going to be something to talk about. I mean, but as far as what's going on in WWE, it's the same shit that was going on in WWE before. It's a couple of differences, like, Carmelo Hayes fighting Shinsuke, and that just shit's just coming out of nowhere. And, it's just random shit. Everything is just random. The fucking U.S. title challenge. Okay. And it's like, Julia fighting fucking Chelsea and, over and over again. Now she's got the belt back. Hot potato, like the tag team division with the women, where it's like, it's interesting, but that's all they got now. So now you just got Rhea Ripley and fucking EO. And then you just got, like, now we're going back and now it's Liv and Roxanne. And, bro, it's just, where's the new? Where's the beginning? Where's the story? Where's something, bro? Where's somebody? Is somebody hit somebody with a car, man? Remember Stone Cold got ran over? I don't know, man. Do something, bro. You got a whole fucking mystery group or mystic group or whatever, magical and supernatural. We ain't doing shit. Fighting MFTs. Oh, we stole your light. Oh, fuck. I can't see now. Like, it's like, what's happening, bro? It's just, shit is boring. Hey, go watch AEW. AEW ain't shit going on over there either. They doing the same shit. You got a tournament every week, and you got this person fighting this MJF fighting this person. Oh, they beat just like Darby Allin, bro. I saw Darby Allin's match with Pac tonight, and it's just like, even though he won, he's just getting thrown away like a fucking crash dummy, and it's just like, but what are they doing? And then, Darby Allin's beating all the Death Riders. Oh, who gives a fuck, bro? Like, it's just like, at least AEW does deliver, and especially on their PLEs, like, they deliver a hardcore ass match. Like, they keep you invested in that area. But I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It's just, the shit is just getting too common. Like, it's just getting too common. It's getting too regular, and you don't see enough people really going for it right now, in my opinion, bro. You don't see enough people going for it. That's why I'm bored. That's why I'm bored at WrestleMania season. But I'm still gonna watch. I love wrestling. That's just what it is, bro. I'm still gonna watch. I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna bitch till it gets better. This is the only thing I can do. Fuck. I mean, I'll go to work. Give me a job, WWE shit. Give me a pen and give me a job. And hey, listen, if nobody likes my shit, then I'll go back home. I'll still bitch. But I'm saying, like, I definitely think I'd be good, yo. I think I'd be good. I'm pretty sure, like, everybody says that shit, right? But I think I'd be good at hosting this shit. So, But whatever, man. Tell me what you guys think. Yo, definitely leave your comments. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I'm gonna be on every single Wednesday. I'm really trying to go all the way through this year. So whether it's me, whether it's STR with me, whether it's whatever, we may have some guests. But I'm gonna be on every year talking about what's going on in wrestling, bro. And definitely thank you guys for everything you guys do. Shout out to the STR Nation and what they're doing tonight. And listen, man, I should do bad choices for y'all real quick. Bad choices is, I don't know if y'all know about it. I don't know if I explained it or whatever, but that's where I pick out some of the baddies that was on this week or whatever. I mean, one of the ones that, just came back, of course, that people were kind of like, wondering where the hell did she go, was Jada Parker, man. Jada Parker just returned last night, and she came out on, Blake Monroe's promo she was cutting. And people would like to see her, of course, beautiful woman, man. And I'm interested in seeing what she's doing. She's somebody who has she's got a lot of character. She's got a lot of character. She hasn't, won the title on NXT yet. Man, I feel like I need to do a show about all of these shows, merging together, bro. When I was like, because I don't get to watch NXT because I host a show when NXT is on. So I usually watch it, or I kind of recap it when I get off the show on Tuesdays. But the thing about it is, bro, I'm just on watching NXT, and like Ariana, whatever her name is, Ariana Grace, Santino Morales' daughter, and Stacks or whatever, they got some title from TNA, and I'm just looking around like, oh, I'm just looking at this, I'm like, well, what title is that? Like, y'all just got titles from all over the fucking place. Like, and to me, that shit is lame, yo. That shit is lame. I was saying it when AEW was doing it. Just, you got this guy having New Japan's title, and then Moxley's going to fight some other promotion. It's like he's bringing that, and then Mercedes Moné, don't just forget about it. They made belts for her. I don't even fucking know where these belts coming from. But it's like, I don't understand how you can stay invested or know all of this shit. It's too much, bro. I would much rather just know who my champions are, know who's fighting who, so I can get more invested. Like Chelsea Green, she lost the title, she still got a title. I'm like, oh my god, like the whole AAA thing. I mean, that shit is all fucking terrible to me, bro. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I think it's terrible for them too, because at the end of the day, all they're doing is taking WWE superstars and trying to build over there, but then you're not building any of their superstars. So it's like, why does it fucking matter? I saw their superstars come over here like maybe twice. But we're always all over their shit. So it's like, I just don't understand what the fuck is going on anymore, bro. I just feel like that's like I said, I'm gonna die on this hill. WWE especially, they're just trying to own shit. They're just running. They're just doing shit. They're just doing shit. I don't think there's a lot of creative. I don't think there's a lot of storytelling. I don't think there's a lot of booking. I think they're just doing shit. The wrestlers are coming. John Cena and Cody Rhodes are coming out. Hey, we wish that this would have been something, but we don't even. These motherfuckers, this isn't people who just started. These are wrestlers who've been with the company fucking 20, 30 years. And they're saying themselves, hey, listen, we don't never know what the fuck is going on. Oh, Travis Scott just did what he did. We don't know what the fuck's going on. Bruh, you can't argue. CM Punk fucking coming on, oh, these fucking people with mental issues. Fuck you, nigga. Like, you're part of the problem. You coming back and winning the fans, yeah, this is where I agree sometimes. The fans fucking, we don't know, bro. We don't know. We need to shut the fuck up sometimes, yo. Because I'm sorry, man. CM Punk, okay. It was interesting to see him come back. But at the end of the day, do I want to see him be fucking champion? No, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. We know you're retiring. You literally just came out and said it. Oh, I'm like 47 now. I'm retired at 50. What the fuck are you here for? There's no reason to get invested in you, bro. Oh, he earned it. Fuck you, man. You earned it. You're a wrestler like everybody else. We're watching fucking CM Punk be a fucking champion right now. For what? Get the fuck out of here, man. There's so much more people out here. Start building Oba. Start building Javon Evans. Like, start building these people if you want to make these fucking characters. How we ever going to get to another CM Punk if we ain't making nobody? I'm just saying, bro. These motherfuckers in for his own pocket. Literally comes out and tells you, like, hey, I'm here for money. And we just still invested in. Fuck this nigga, bro. I got the nerve to talk about us because we're calling the shit as we're seeing it. Like, nah, bro. Y'all motherfuckers is tripping. Like, we're watching because we love this shit. Same reason you wrestle. You hurting and you old, like you said. But you wrestle because you love this shit. We watch it because we love this shit. So we gonna speak our fucking piece. Anyway, it felt good to get that out. It felt good to rant a little bit. I haven't done my TikToks in a minute. I've been getting my show together, but everything's coming back. I'm getting all my shit situated. Beeline, listen, bro, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Definitely, please go ahead and appreciate the people who were in the comments tonight who said they already subscribed. I really love it, man. We're trying to grow over here. Uh-oh, let me see if we get it back. There we go. Come on, baby. There we go. Go ahead and like and share and subscribe on YouTube, guys. We have a show every single Wednesday for the most part. And we have games. We're going to be doing some fun stuff here and there or whatever. You know, definitely, like I said, have some guests and stuff like that. And please check out the B-Line Entertainment. I don't know if my stuff is clipping hard, but we're almost done, so it's okay. But the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com, where you can check out all the information of what we do, who we are, what we promote, and what we offer as well, man. Also watch all the shows, man. All the Straight Through the Rope Wrestle talks that we've ever had is on there, and you can go back and see like how we talked about everything from the whole Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns situation. You can go ahead and go back and see all and the big arguments and the debates and the games. You get to play some games and stuff like that. But most of all, I want to say thank you to you guys, because listen, bro, the support has been phenomenal. I really appreciate you guys. I've talked to so many different people who's been very motivational, who's just put me in a good mind state to keep doing this and to keep going strong, man. So hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you haven't already, go ahead and do all that stuff I said before. We will be back tomorrow night with the Beeline Entertainment Show, Thursday night, 9:00 p.m. Me and my boy Kyle Eric, we are going to be talking. We will have a fresh top 5 for you. I'm actually not even too sure what the show is going to be about tomorrow, but you know, we got a lot of entertainment stuff to talk about. So we'll have a watch list for you as well. I am sure of that. So, guys, until next week, I'm going to tell you, stay true, stay positive, pay attention, man. And WWE, please grab that shit by the reins and make this WrestleMania season eventful. I don't care about a damn promo. Just make it good. Let's go. Good night, guys. See you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the Beeline Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course, the Beeline Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course, subscribe with that bell button for the notifications so you can make sure you're getting all the great content from the Beeline Entertainment LLC. Let's go!